Alright guys, today we are working on a Honda S2000. This is a 2000 S2000. Today we are going to replace the clutch master cylinder and then the slave cylinder, which is underneath on the transmission. I've already taken that off. This is what it looks like just right here. It's on the side of your engine, and there will be a big boot that this side goes into. All you're going to do is you're going to take out the cable, or the hose will come and attach it right here. You'll disconnect that. You'll have two little tiny screws that you'll take off on it. After you take those two screws out, this thing will literally pull out this way. So you'll see the boot around it. This will all be covered right here. You want to pull out a little bit and then pull it out of the boot. But I will show you when I put it back in, and I'll show you also. Now, in order to do a clutch master cylinder, you will have two bolts, where the one's right there, the other one is right there on the left. The bolts are blue, if you can see them. Alright, you're going to take both those bolts out, and then there will be a pin on the clutch itself that you have to pull out. Once you pull that out, you can slide the master cylinder off of the clutch and then just push it out. Now, on the clutch master cylinder itself, there will be two hoses, one over here and then one on the bottom, that you will have to disconnect in order to pull it out. Actually, there's only going to be one. Well, this one's a little bit different than the other ones I've done, but there's actually only one clutch line that goes to the master clutch cylinder. So pretty simple on how to do this. Tomorrow I will show you more in-depth detail of how to put the new ones on. Alright guys, so we're back in the shop with the Honda S2000. This is a 2.0 liter. Here's the new slave cylinder. Damn, thing is sexy. Here's the new clutch master cylinder. Alright, first thing you want to do is you want to match up your old parts with the new ones. You know, I can tell they're the same, but there could be little differences. Let's see. Those look identical. Yep, they look identical. Oh yeah, we're in the ballpark now. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put the slave cylinder back in. I'll show you how to do that. I'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, so here we are. There's the boot I was telling y'all about. So what you're going to do is just push this sucker back in here. Let me get my other hand. Let me get my right hand. Let's see, it's gotta go in just right. Alright, once you get the slave cylinder back in, you'll have these two bolts that you'll want to put on first. Then you'll want to put the line in this little groove right here and put that back on. Now when you get the new part, there'll be this little plastic clip right here. You're going to want to take that out. That is worthless. That's just a protection, I guess. Just to protect anything from going into your slave cylinder. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put the bolts back in it. Always start on finger. Always start them with your fingers. because if you don't, you can strip something out real easy on this. So you start with your fingers, give them a little pull, make sure they're not going to come out. Well, I accidentally hit the wrong button on my camera, so, but anyway. Alright, sorry I cut it off. So, you want to tighten them as far as you can with your hands on both of the screws. Sorry, I don't have that good of an angle. I'm going to put these bolts in, and then I'll put the line on, and I'll show you it finished. Just give me 1 second. Alright guys, so put some light on it just in case the lighting ain't good enough in the video. That little piece on the very top of the slave cylinder, which is going to be right in here, that right there, that's going to be your bleeder. You're going to have to bleed the system when you get done. But you have those 2 bolts on the inside, and then you have this bolt, and those are the only 3 bolts that you actually have to take off and put back on. Everything else it's really simple to do. A lot of people blow this out of proportion, say it's hard, but it's not. Just make sure they're all at least pretty good and tight, and we'll be back in a second to show you how to put the master clutch cylinder back on. Alright guys, slave cylinder's done. That's the old one. Now you got the master clutch cylinder. Now, what I'm going to do, I don't know how other people do these, is I'm going to fill this up with some fluid, so that way there's no air inside here. I'm going to have the fluid coming out. That's just the only way to get the air out, to my knowledge. That is what I would do. Alright, so I got it bled to where I put the plastic piece back in there just to keep the fluid from running out. So all you gotta do, get a better angle, stick this back in its hole, line the hose up right. That's all to do, just this in the camera. Just give it a little push. Get to about that far separated. Way pretty good. You can do the rest from the inside. Now all you gotta do is attach it back to the clutch pedal, which, as you seen earlier, was not hard to get off. All you have to do is put it back on the clutch pedal, put the pin back in it. You put the pin back in it, put the 2 bolts back on it, tighten it down, and then you will put this hose to the side. You will screw that in on it, and then we will start bleeding the system to make sure that there's no air pockets in it. So we will be right back. What? Alright, so some of the things that I did not say in this video was how to bleed the system. Now, in order to bleed the system properly, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to have 2 people, one on the clutch pedal, and then one down below the car, next to the bleeder valve. And what you're going to do is you're going to push the pedal down, and the pedal won't come back up. You just push the clutch pedal all the way down. Then you open the bleeder, and you just let it stay open until all the air, you'll see a little air coming out of it. I left mine open for about 2 minutes, and then close it, and then you pull the clutch pedal back up after you close the bleeder valve. Then you push the clutch pedal back down, and I did the same thing probably about 3 or 4 times. And then once you do it the last time, however many times you want to do it, you can do it. I did mine about 3 or 4. After that, then I just pumped the clutch pedal up with the bleeder valve closed until the pedal would come back up on its own, and took it riding, and it rode fine, like a brand new car. But if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe right here. Just click on my hand, and I'll see y'all next time.